Right, we're going to get started here. This is our 4 big league blasters. They're 2021s. There's 105 cards in each one. Then we also have this awesome national pastime, historic autographed baseball. It could be all kinds of stuff. And in this series, there are special mantles and DiMaggios. So, hey, you never know. Let's get started. We'll get started with these blasters. There's a whole bunch. So I'm going to open them. You just kind of go through all the base. I'm not going to spend too much time since there's 105 cards in each one. All right, let's get going. Good luck. All right, let's go. This is pack or blaster number 1. Let's get through it. We got Garrett Cole. We have the Nationals and Atlanta Braves. This will be a random at the end. We'll spin the wheel. Well, actually, these teams were not hit, so they will go. Anthony Rizzo, Nelson Cruz, Ian Anderson, Josh Hader, Hae-Sung Kim, Alexandro Kirk. Then we have defensive wizards, Byron Buxton. Our first orange, Marco Gonzalez, Jack Flaherty. Oh, 1 second here. Let me just go through the. Thought I wanted to keep one card out of here. Nope. Okay. We got Mookie Betts, Eloy Jimenez, Tyler Glasnow, Mike Soroka, Keston Hiura, Mike Clevinger, Sonny Gray. Our first blue of the night will be Evan White. So each one of these blasters has a blue insert. And then we have our Ronald Acuna portrait, Nico Horner on the orange, Dustin Ray, Adam Wainwright, Alex Gordon, Leody Taveras, Dylan Bundy, Tony Gonsolin, Luis Patino, Sixto Sanchez, wanted for Tampa Bay, Kevin Kiermaier, another orange, Trevor Bauer, Alberto Mondesi, Justice Sheffield, Ronald Acuna, Hyun Jun Ryu, Pavin Smith, Braxton Garrett, Kyle Lewis, Elvis Andrus, Alex Kirilloff on the blue, and Trevor Story on the souvenirs. We got Carlos Santana on the orange, Isaac Paredes, Fernando Tatis, Devin Williams, Jose Abreu, Ryan Mountcastle, Bo Bichette, Devin Williams, Cody Bellinger. We have Luis Robert on defensive wizards, Andres Jimenez, orange, Shogo Akiyama, Marcus Semien. Then we have the Rockies, Phillies, Nationals. Was not taken. Then this will go to the Dodgers since they were taken, and these other two. There was only a couple, not too many teams were taken here, but Dodgers were, so going to the Dodge. Trevor Story, Brian Reynolds, Willie Castro, Xander Bogaerts, Ryan Castellani on the blue, Casey Mize portrait, John Means on the orange, Jose Abreu, Giancarlo Stanton, and RBI leaders, Mike Brosey, Carlos Carrasco, Sean Murphy, Devin Williams, JD Martinez, Mookie Betts on the wanted for the Dodge. And the Dodgers highlights card on the orange parallel, Bobby Dalbec, Ryan Jeffers, J.D. Davis for the Mets, Joey Gallo, Anthony Rendon, Mookie Betts again, Don Mattingly, Kohei Arihara, Mike Brosey on the blue, Paul Goldschmidt on the souvenirs. We have Braylon Marquez on the orange, Christian Pache, Ryan Braun, Nate Pearson, Dalton Varsho, Monte Harrison, Devin Williams, Shane Bieber. Ooh, look at that for the Braves. Number to 75, Marcelo Zuna. There we go. Nice little hit for the Braves. Nice little card there on the Big League Blaster. Number to 75. We went through those. And then we have, to finish off the first blaster, Defensive Wizards on Chapman, JT Realmuto, Shohei Ohtani, Walker Buehler for the Dodge, Blake Snell, Dean Kremer, Max Kepler, Max Scherzer, Chris Bryant, Jahmai Jones, Rafael Devers on the blue, Bobby Dalbec on the portrait, Eric Hosmer on the orange. And that is Blaster number 1. Got one nice numbered card there with Marcell Ozuna. Let's go to Blaster 2. And more packs. All right, let me get these opened. All right, let's get started. This is Blaster number 2. Jesus Sanchez, Nick Solak, Joe Adell, Joey Gallo, Anthony Rendon, Mookie Betts, again, lots of him tonight, Freddie Freeman, Albert Pujols, Trevor Bauer, Gary Sanchez on the blue, Ke'Bryan Hayes on the portrait, Wilson Contreras on the orange, Corey Seager for the Dodgers, Randy Arozarena, Luis Castillo, Mike Brosseau, Carlos Carrasco for the Mets, Justin Verlander, Victor Robles, and another numbered card, 2 out of 1 blaster. This one is numbered to 199. Jesus Aguilar, Marlins. Marlins fins up. We'll take that. We take all numbered cards. Even Jesus. And there we go. Mookie Betts on defensive Wizards. Giancarlo Stanton. Clint Frazier. Home run leaders. George Soler. Sean Murphy. This one goes to the Dodgers since the Brewers and Marlins were not taken. Trevor Story. Rise Hoskin. Kwang Hyun Kum. Nick Solak on the blue. Pete Alonso for the Mets on the souvenirs. Austin Meadows on the orange. J.P. Crawford. Cody Bellinger. George Springer. Brian Reynolds. Jose Abreu. Ryan Mountcastle. Christian Yelich. Andy Young. And wanted Luis Robert. And we have Pete Alonso on the orange parallel for the Mets. Joey Bart, Eric Hosmer, Ryan Castellani, Bo Bichette, Hyunjin Ryu, Pavin Smith, Carlos Correa, Mike Trout, Austin Meadows on the blue, Shane Bieber on the portrait. RBI leaders, Josh Bell, Nelson Cruz, Jose Ramirez, Braxton Garrett, Leody Taveras, Dylan Bundy, Franmil Reyes, Paul Goldschmidt, Fernando Tatis on defensive Wizards, Keibert Ruiz on the orange for the Dodge, Spencer Howard, Freddie Freeman, Mike Moustakas, Tony Gonsolin, Tyler Glasnow, Mike Soroka, Trent Grissom, Anderson Tejada, Luis Robert on the blue, and Luke Voigt on the souvenir. Last of Blaster 2, Adonis Medina, Matt Chapman. The Yanks and the Blue Jays were not taken. Kyle Tucker, Keston Hiura, Nelson Cruz, Ian Anderson, Mitch White, Randy Arozarena, Mike Trout on the wanted, Shogo Akiyama, Brandon Crawford, Juan Soto, Gavin Lux, Josh Hader, Teoscar Hernandez, Brillian Marquez, Jose Barrios, and another Dodgers. Braves and Padres were not taken. Going to the Dodge. Jesus Sanchez on the blue. Mike Yastrzemski, portrait. Brandon Lowe on the orange. Dylan Carlson, Zach Gallen, Miguel Rojas, Andres Gimenez, Nico Horner, Luis Robert, Corey Seager, Marcelo Zuna. For the Cards, defensive Wizards, Molina, and Marcelo Zuna on the orange. And that was Blaster number 2. Let's go to number 3 here. We have 2 number cards so far. Let's see what else we can get out of here. All right, Blaster number 3. There we go. Adam Wainwright, Alex Gordon, Jack Flaherty, Josh Hader, Teoscar Hernandez, Braylon Marquez, Mike Yastrzemski, Ke'Bryan Hayes. For the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon, Sixto Sanchez, Adam Wainwright, Mookie Betts again, Eloy Jimenez, Garrett Cole, Andres Jimenez, Nico Horner, Yadier Molina, Kyle Schwarber. And for the Mets, there we go. To 199, Mr. Francisco Lindor. Nice one for the Mets. And they were taken for the Metis. Francisco Lindor. Very nice, very nice. Then you got Mookie Betts, defensive Wizards. Another Met, Brandon Nimmo. All Braves. Anthony Rizzo, Brandon Nimmo again. Luis Robert, Gary Sanchez. A no-teamer. Austin Meadows, Keibert Ruiz. Jonair Heim. Pete Alonso. Don Mattingly. Rafael Markin, Alex Verdugo, Kenta Maeda, Trevor Bauer, Raymond Laureano. No teamers. Brandon Lowe, Evan Longoria, Raymond Laureano, Miguel Cabrera on the orange, Juan Soto, Cole Calhoun, Jesus Sanchez, Tariq Skubal, Manny Machado, Liam Hendricks, Daz Cameron, Estevan Flores, Albert Pujols on the blue, Tim Anderson on the portrait. And we have Daniel Bard on the orange, Rafael Markin on the orange, Nick Solak, Joe Adell, Corey Seager, Jordan Alvarez, Will Myers, Freddie Freeman, Starling Marte, Patrick Corbin, Fernando Tatis, Kohei Aria, Randy Arozarena, Luis Castillo, Clint Frazier, Brady Singer, Evan White, Mike Brosset, Keegan Akin, Luis Campesino. For the Royals on the blue, Stolen Base Kings, Luke Voigt, Souvenirs, Chris Paddock on the orange. No teams. George Soler, J.P. Crawford, Jock Peterson, Paul DeJong, Tyler Stevenson, Trey Turner, Nolan Arenado, Ronald Acuna on the wanted, Alex Verdugo on the orange, Cody Bellinger, George Springer, Joey Bart, Matt Olson. The Yankees, White Sox, and Cleveland weren't bought. Garrett Crochet, Justin Dunn, Alex Kreloff, Blue James Kavanagh, another Ke'Bryan Hayes portrait, Devin Williams on the orange, Eric Hosmer, Ryan Castellani, Josh Bell, Luke Voigt, Yankees, Sox, and Cleveland strikeout leaders, Wilson Contreras, Rafael Devers, Alex Bregman, Yadier on defensive Wizards. One more blaster in a baseball. Last 10 packs. And literally there was only two teams sold here, the Dodgers and Mets. So at the end, I'll pretty much do the recap on the Dodgers and Mets. I have saved their cards on the side here. And we'll see what the ball is. You never know. Could be 2 out of the 30 teams. You just don't know. We hit Dodgers and Mets all the time. we go. Last blaster. Then we'll have the baseball. We got Michael Conforto, Austin Hayes, Shohei Ohtani, Mark Hanna. Teams weren't sold. Lucas, Chris Bryant, Jahmai Jones, Max Scherzer, Austin Meadows in the portrait, Dominic Smith with the Mets, Walker Buehler, Blake Snell, Christian Pache, DJ LeMahieu, A's Sox Cleveland weren't taken, Devin Williams, Shane Bieber, and we have a Philly /75, Rafael Markin for the Phillies, Fighting Phils. And then we have Defensive Wizards, Mookie Betts, Rockies, Ryan Castellani, Ryan Braun, Nate Pearson, Bobby Dalbec, Tanner Houck, Jacob deGrom, Dominic Smith, Don Mattingly, Kohei, Nate Pearson on the blue, Pete Alonso again, Albert Pujols, Ryan Jeffers, J.D. Davis, Jose Abreu, Andrew Benintendi, Byron Buxton, Luis Garcia, Devin Williams, J.D. Martinez, and Raymond Laureano on the wanted. Then we have Andrew Benintendi on the orange, Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton, White Sox, Yanks, and Angels, Shoga Oriyama, Dean Kremer, Max Kepler, Max Scherzer, Willie Castro, Xander Bogaerts, Astros, Carlos Correa, Alec Bohm, Josh Bell in the orange, Marcus Semien, Nationals, Phillies, Rockies weren't taken, Isaac Paredes, Dalton Varsho, Monte Harrison, Joey Gallo, Devin Williams, Cody Bellinger, Fernando Tatis, Whit Merrifield, Fernando Tatis, Devin Williams, Albert Mondesi, Anthony Rendon, Mookie Betts, Mike Brose, Kyle Lewis, Elvis Andrus, Ryan Mountcastle on the blue, and Luke Voigt. And the last of the blasters, Byron Buxton on the orange, Justin Sheffield, Ronald Acuna, Dustin May, Carlos Carrasco, Sean Murphy. Brewers, Marlins, and Dodgers goes to the Dodgers since they were taken. Luis Patino, Sixto Sanchez, wanted again, Acuna, Nelson Cruz, orange, Adam Wainwright, Alex Gordon, Jack Flaherty, Trevor Story, Brian Reynolds, Jose Abreu, Mike Clevinger, Sonny Gray. For the Royals, Alberto Mondesi on the blue. Another Sixto Sanchez on the portrait. Then we have Javier Baez on the orange. Another Mookie Betts, Eloy Jimenez, Garrett Cole, Ryan Mountcastle, Bo Bichette, Hyen Jin, Hyen Kim, Alejandro Kirk, Yadier Molina, Defensive Wizards, and to end it off, Luis Garcia with the orange. Now we'll go ahead and open this baseball. Let's get these kind of situated here. All right, so here's our signed baseball. It is a 2023 National Pastime, and it could be all-stars, fan favorites, MLB players that are current, Hall of Famers, anything. I mean, these are some sick stuff. And the highlights, this series includes 12 Mantles and 12 DiMaggio signed baseballs, so that is a possibility. So let's go ahead and get it. This is my first one to open, so let's see how it is. And these are all authenticated as well. I guess there's a little seals. Okay, so this is cool. This is like an older ball. Looks like Joe. It's not DiMaggio. So here. This says you have received a BAS or PSA DNA authenticated signed baseball by Joe Cunningham. Joe Cunningham. Let's look him up. And this is Beckett. It is a Beckett authenticated ball. It's a Rawlings official National League. And there's a signature, Joe Cunningham. So let's check this baby out. I don't know who he is for. Guess I can look on my phone. Okay, so he's for the Cardinals. Mr. Joe Cunningham for the Cardinals. Beckett signed. And I know the only teams that were sold, of course, were the Dodgers and the Mets. So this is Joe Cunningham for the Cards. Pretty cool. I'm just going to go through a quick recap for the Dodgers and Mets here. You did not get the balls. Joe Cunningham for the Cards. Or for the Mets, you got Carrasco, Davis, Pete Alonso, Smith, DeGrom, Dominic Smith on the orange, Michael Conforto, Pete Alonso souvenirs, Brandon Nimmo orange, Pete Alonso orange, and other Pete Alonso souvenirs. Then you got this Francisco Lindor, number 32 out of 199 for the Mets. And then the Dodgers, lots of Mookie Betts. We got Mookie. Then you got this because for the saves leader, because the Dodgers is the only team sold. Then you got Dustin May, Mookie Betts, Cody, Mookie Betts, Walker Buehler, Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager, Trevor Bauer, Keibert Ruiz, Mookie Betts, Corey Seager, another Dodger card, war leader since Braves and Padres weren't taken, Gavin Lux, Mitch White, Tony Gonsolin, Keibert Ruiz on the orange, Cody Bellinger, another Dodger card, Mookie Betts, Corey Seager, Mookie Betts, Walker Buehler, Mookie Betts, Dodgers card, wanted Mookie Betts, another Dodgers taken out of the 3, Cody, Tony Gonsolin, Dustin May, and Mookie Betts. And that is our break. We also got 3 other numbered cards, but these teams were not sold. Y'all have a great night. Bye.